Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. Today what I'm going to do is show you how to install tires onto the rims with the foam inserts and everything. These are the new Hostile Nightmare MX tires that I got from Dave's Discount Motorsports. So I'm going to show you a video here of how to put them together. It's not for the faint of heart. You need strong hands to do this, guys. There's a little bit of a technique. I just put the first one together. It went together pretty good. So we're going to try the second one. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to install your foam insert into the tire. Okay. Now these inserts on the tires have little cutouts. Okay. And that's where your screws all go in. You'll see the little notches in between. Now this has notches in it too, guys. Okay? And when the rim has notches in the back of it here. So you got to make sure when you put this into the tire, you put it in properly. You want these to go towards the car, to the inside. Okay? Like this. So the notches on the back here, it's going to go like that. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to try to line this up inside the tire, get those notches right there too. So the front of the tire with the writing here, you're going to put this in. Alright, so what we're going to do to try to line this up here, I'm going to squish it like this and then try to get one of them lined up inside here, and then we're going to push the rest of them in. Okay. This isn't as crucial as getting the notches lined up with the actual rim, but try to get it, show you how it's done right. Okay, so we got this in there. Okay, now the rim, okay, where the nut goes here, that's obviously where your writing is going to go. Okay, you're going to put it right down like that, alright, onto the rim. This is where you want to try to line up where your screws are going to go. Okay. And it looks like, let's just double check our markings back there. Yep, looks like we're alright. So we're going to push this down, trying to get these notches here lined up with where your bead lock screws are going to go in. If you don't line those up right, guys, you're going to have big problems. They have to be lined up. Okay. So, we got the tire pushed down, alright, and now we have to start working the tire up over the rim. Okay, this is not the easy part. We'll start on the back side. Okay, you really got to have strong hands for this, guys, and there's a little bit of a technique to it. But you got to get one started up over the top, and then the others will follow suit. It's basically hard just to get the first one, guys. Alright, so you can see what I'm starting to do there. See how the rim, how I'm starting to pull those up over. Just basically one after the other. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of hard to film this like this, guys, and show it. Maybe if I stand up you can see it a little bit better. And you want to push the rim down as you do it. It's not an easy thing to film, guys, especially because everything is black. Basically, once you get the first one, the rest usually follows suit, guys. Alright, now we got it There we go, it's down. Now you can see, hopefully you can see, where these bead locks, this is the back, where these screws go in is where you got the little notches there. Okay, and then that's going to go over. It's hard doing this, guys, I apologize. But you want those screws lined up anyways with the notches, if you can see them clear. I apologize, everything is black here, guys. It's hard to see, but hopefully you can see. Alright, so there's little tabs that also have to be pushed in, guys. Alright, if you don't push those in right, let me just fix this. Okay. If you don't push these little tabs in, there's tabs, guys, that go in between the screw holes. Those have to be pushed in. They're not hard to push in. They usually drop right in for you. Okay, these tires are really going together pretty good. Hostel did a good job making these. They're fitting right together. Okay. Alright, so we got one side done. Okay. Now we got to move to the other side. Okay. And we're just going to push these. The back side is the hard side, guys. These are just basically pushing down. This isn't being ripped over. This isn't, the back side has to be pulled up over. The front, it doesn't have to. You're just pushing these down inside the little rubber tabs in between. Okay? But you want to make sure you can get them in there the best you can, guys. If you need help, you can take like a popsicle stick, a tongue depressor, and if that helps you any, pushing them down in there, you can kind of work them down like that. But before you put your bead locks, guys, man, I'm sweating. This is a workout, I'll tell you. But before you put your bead locks on there, make sure that it's pretty good. Look it over. Alright. Just kind of fit them all down inside there good. The better you put these in, the better your bead locks will go on. Okay. But you do kind of need strong hands for this, guys, to do this. It's a little bit of a workout. I'm sweating doing this. Okay. Now let's fit up one of our bead locks here. Alright. We got all our screws right here. Well, let's line one of them up. Is that catching? Yeah, I think so. But don't put them in all the way, guys. You want to make sure everything is going to be put together right. Put one on one side, one on the other. You got to make sure that everything is going to fit in there right. And then put them across. I want to get that out of the camera there. You want to put them across from each other, and don't torque them down yet. Just get them started. Okay. Go back and forth, one on one side, one on the other. Kind of like when you do the rim on you're putting one on a car, a real car. Okay, and then you kind of work it around. It would be easier if you had an automatic, an electric drill, but at the same time I don't like to do that because you strip things, it goes in too quick, and you can break the bead locks. You can break the rims, you can strip the screws. You don't take your time, do it with one of these guys. It doesn't take any longer. I mean, you know that it's done right in the end. can push these down as you go. Okay, get them all in there. Okay. Okay, now we got one more to put in. I'd say the first 4 to 6 is pretty, those are the ones you really want to get across from each other pretty good. Okay, now don't crank them down just so that you see the bottom of the gray plastic touching the black. Things don't got to be torqued down like a real car. You just want to make sure they're snugged up. Okay, now you can kind of start going right around in a circle because you can see them all. It's all meshing down to each other there. Okay. Push that down. You can kind of push the plastic to help it out, guys, too, when you're tightening these down. It makes it easier. Pull it down with your hand. Okay, and there you go. One Hostile MX tire installed. We'll do the other bead lock. I'm not going to bother doing that now because you guys know it's the same deal. It'll take too long to do the video, but you're just going to basically line this up here. The same thing you did on the other side, and gently tighten them down. And that's all there is to putting these together, guys. Take your time, follow these instructions, and it'll go together pretty good for you. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Keo Show.